Today on Drawbli.
Ben is painting Wario.
Click that subscribe button if you're new around here.
And comment below with ideas of what we can do to improve as artists.
And if you're painting Wario as well, if that just so happens to be a weird thing that you're doing, share it online with the hashtag Drawbli. We'd love to see some of your art.
Do you like Wario or Waluigi better?
Oh man, that's Wario.
Wario. I love Wario.
I like Wario's design. I like his colors. There's not like a ton of, there's probably a lot of yellow characters, but like, I don't know. I like Wario's color scheme. I like his design in terms of like the little Mario gremlins. There's a lot of them, but Wario's a cool one.
When we were at the Cincinnati Comic Expo, I'm so glad that I came up to you as you were looking at this artist's table, and she had two little prints of Wario and Waluigi, and you weren't gonna get them, and I twisted your arm and said, we gotta get them, because they were so cute and funny.
They were very cool.
Oh my gosh.
I'll put up a picture of them up on screen.
Everybody cheated.
Yeah.
I'm gonna win.
Yeah, they're very good.
They're so good. I convinced you to buy them by saying like, we could just hang them in the bathroom. They'll be really fun to put in there.
Yes.
People need some like things to gaze at, you know, rather, you know, when you're at a friend's bathroom and you're trying to deter people from going through your medicine cabinet, just investigating your life. It's just a thing. And so you put a lot of art in there so they won't get distracted.
That's why you do that?
No. I put a Newport tour guide in our bathroom.
You sure did, huh?
I did, because I just feel like I had it sitting around from my trip. Somebody gave it to me and I was like, crap, I'll never use this. And I remember my grandma always had magazines in the bathroom. So I said, to myself, that's what people do. They put little things in there for people to look at.
I've never touched it once.
I've never touched it either. And then our friends came over and they made fun of me for having it there.
As they should have. Very appropriate response. In other news regarding Wario and my art, I'd recently talked about in my last video where I painted a cow. Check it out if you haven't seen it.
Check out the cow.
I was talking about how oftentimes when I start working on something, I have like two encampments where I'm working very painterly at first, or I'm really focused on making things feel solid and like three-dimensional. So this time, I focused on making things more three-dimensional, where with my cow, I started off a little more painterly. And because of that, it's really hard for me to like escape that vibe, that feeling, that three-dimensionality. So that was my main focus here, as well as we recently did that color assignment. So I was really focused on making some cool colors for Wario. You know, shifting towards cooler colors for shadows, making things more warm for highlights and warmer, you know, lightened areas. So that was like my big focus here, as well as just trying to make him feel really 3D, really solid, feeling like a cool Wario.
Yeah, he is a cool Wario. I liked to play as him in Super Smash.
Yeah?
Yeah, one time when I was younger, I
can
went
toot on
to...
people?
No, he has a motorcycle. Did you ever ride on a motorcycle? Have we talked about this?
I have ridden on a dirt bike, but not a motorcycle.
I've never driven a motorcycle, but I've ridden on the back of a few for fun.
I would never do that.
I did, and it was so fun. It was so fun.
With another boy?
Another boy. Yeah, at the time they were my brother's friends when I was young, and we were not dating or anything. Yes, just to be clear, there were no boys. No boys.
Oh my God.
I never knew a boy before I met you.
I don't even know what a boy is.
And you've never met a girl, right?
A who?
A who? A what?
So here you can see me going in with those different color strategies. They start off like a little dark at first. I go in and I correct a lot of them. You know, like look at that. You know, kind of warmer.
I love your color choices.
Are
you using the color theory from our class?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I did exactly that.
I see that in the yellow hat. I love that. I bet it was at about this stage where you were at Starbucks. You told me this story.
God.
And a guy walking past.
Okay, I'll tell it. You weren't there.
I wasn't there, but I might as well have been there. You tell stories so well.
Oh my gosh, thank you. So I was sitting at our local university's cafe, which was a Starbucks, and I was sitting in there, and I was zoomed in really close on Wario. painting away, getting those nice details here on the eyebrow, on the mustache, wherever. Enough that you couldn't really tell exactly what I was painting. And this guy walks by and he just goes, "Wow, that's so beautiful." And there is no way that he could see what I was drawing. I think he was just being polite, but I wanted to. I didn't have an opportunity, but I wanted to zoom out and be like, "Yeah, you sure about that? Can you actually see what I'm doing here?"
I'm sure he would have been even more blown away had he seen the whole thing.
When I was there, it was Greek Week, where they try to recruit all their...
I have seen a lot of like sorority groups the last couple times we were there at the gym.
Yeah, so they were recruiting there, and man, it just made me feel really old.
Yeah, that reminds me, this is funny a little bit, but our dear friend Sam, she is so sweet, and she's always like saying like, oh, she's so nice, so she's always like, well, our single friend, we gotta, we're gonna help find a girlfriend.
Oh,
and she's like,
why are you whispering?
Because I don't know. And she's like, I'm gonna loan him our dog, because she and her husband have a beautiful Samoyed, and he's gonna walk around the campus with it, and of course everybody flocks to this dog because he's so cute. And in my head, I'm like...
I went to a cafe the other day, and I think 20 people asked if they could pet Sam's dog.
This is a good plan, but at this point, I don't know. He's like 10 years older than most of the people on campus. So, yes to the dog as a lure, a bait and switch, because
maybe a different locale.
But maybe a different locale. A coffee shop, if you will. Yeah. But yeah, so if you've got single friends and you want to help them and you have a cute dog, think the way Sam does and think... let me give you this dog as a disguise.
Yeah, but so like what happens when they're like, hey, yeah, like blah, 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 blah. Can I get your nut? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, hey, wait, remember your cute dog? I haven't seen your cute dog since that one time.
Here's why this recommends you. It recommends you for multiple reasons. Number one, you're a good friend. You meet this guy. He's got a cute dog. Oh my gosh, your dog is so cute. Oh, thanks. It's not my dog, though. I'm just walking it for a friend. Wow, nice person.
Wow.
Does that for a friend. That's so cool. Second of all...
You want to make out?
Second of all, you are, yourself, you're like somebody who likes to travel probably or something. And you're like, oh, no, this guy is so cute, but we got to get a pet sitter every time. Nope, you don't have to get a pet sitter. Not his dog.
Has a cute dog, not his cute.
Has
oh my
access to cute dog. Hey, if I'm friends with this guy, I'm going to get to be friends with his friends, and his friends have this cute dog. So you see, very good idea. But it
really
pivots
you really
on,
big-brained this.
It pivots on radical honesty. I'm a big proponent of radical honesty.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's about just being radically honest. That's all there is to it.
I don't believe you.
That's all I know how to explain it. But see,
I don't believe that you subscribe to the to radical honesty.
I like to think I'd like to, and that's a life coaching kind of thing. I think probably.
Hey, here at the end of my Wario, speaking of, since I'm painting a character, I am getting rid of a lot of my edge lines.
Cool,
so I'm going in and kind of really rendering him out.
This is a good step. I applaud this decision. I think there's a place for lines and outlines, but your choice here to edit them out just really drives home how good you did with your color picking and your color theory.
Thank you. Yeah, I was really trying to make it feel three-dimensional, and lines no exist in the 3D.
Lines no exist in the 3D, and who would know better than the 3D man himself? Polygon.
That's what they call me, the 3D man.
Yes, the 3D man.
Yeah, I am 3D last time I checked, so this is a true statement.
I like to think I'm 4-dimensional because I'm moving through time.
Wow.
At a regular pace.
So this is pretty much my last step on Wario. Just getting rid of all these lines, kind of just the boring cleanup rendering stuff.
Not boring, fascinating.
Oh no, I think it's pretty boring.
I like it.
Just going in and cleaning up all the things, and then cleaning up all the nasty edges at the end, trying to fix things.
Yeah.
And I might do a little bit of color correction, which I love to do in all my stuff, but with this, since I had meticulously chosen my colors, I felt like
there wasn't really much to do.
Yeah, I didn't want to go away from Wario's color scheme,
No, not at all. He looks amazing. Oh, you squashed him flat. Oh,
I squashed him flat, and I'm...
That's how you made your shadow? That is so clever.
This is an old trick, but yeah.
What? An oldest trick in the book. See, this is the joy of being so new to digital art, period, is because I get to come across these magic tricks like a child discovering dinosaurs for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, imagine you didn't know about dinosaurs until you were an adult. That's how I feel right now.
Well, there you go. There's
oh
some...
my gosh.
Yeah. So I do that, and then I give it some like ambient occlusion under the feet, as well as like a little bit creeping up into the shoes, just because it's, you know, touching the ground, a little highlight here as well.
You're backlighting
making
it.
things a little more warm.
Yeah, a little more
Wario.
Wario.
I don't know what that is.
Play on the name Wario.
Okay. Well, after all those final little touches,
wow.
There is my Wario.
I am deeply impressed. What a gorgeous piece of art.
Wow. Real art. Finally. I've done it.
You've done it. And if you want to see more real art,
click that subscribe button
and comment below with ideas of what we can do to improve as artists.
And if you draw something and want to share it online and have us see it, share it with the hashtag Drawbli.
Yeah, we would love to see it. And this is the part where we say goodbye.
Goomba.
Wario. Waluigi.
Okay, they're not Pokemon. They don't just say their names.
I'm gonna win.
Let's hear your best Wario impression.
Wario.
I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna win.
Ween?
Ween. I'm going to wean my child. It's time they stop breastfeeding.
Oh God.